Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Let us discuss the market and the outlook. So yesterday we discussed that Nifty is today being an expiry. We expected the Nifty to be within the range of 25,500 to 25,700, and that is approximately how the Nifty played out. But the one factor that was very positive is that after during the second half of the day, or let's say after 12, Nifty staged a very sharp recovery. Now that recovery, I'll just try and give you a background to it. So there were 2 points actually. Yesterday night or today morning we did had a news where Mr. Trump signaled that they are going to sign the deal very shortly. So that had a positive impulse on the market. Second, during the second half of the day market, it is said, I mean I cannot confirm that, but that is the talk in the town, that is what they're talking about the market, that there are elections, Bihar elections, which are already going on, and based on the exit polls, the first half or the last phase of the election is remaining. So most of the election is already done, and we are scheduled to get a result on 14th. And the exit poll was showing that the existing government is going to retain the power. So probably that spooked the market, and it staged a very smart recovery. That is the entire genesis as of the market behavior and the performance today. So there are two sensitive news which impacted the market. Simultaneously, we will discuss that there are a couple of other factors which we spoke in our videos a couple of days back. So that also came true. So let's start. अब हम ये देखेंगे कि 21 day exponential moving average के ऊपर close कर रहा है. So overall bias for the market remains positive. Now, what is for tomorrow? Tomorrow I do expect that the door for 25,800 is already open. And I expect that market has a potential to reach to 25,800, and the downside adverse that I see is around 25,600 approximately. Since we do not have much data, so we don't get much cues from there, but of course we have a very positive cue, and I expect the market to move ahead from here, or go ahead from here till the time we don't get any negative news, right? So at best, I think that somewhere around 25,600 or something like that will be a good buying opportunity for the market, or 25,550 will be a very good opportunity for the market, because we are expecting market to go further high from here on, and the levels will be 25,800 and 25,900 thereon, right? If you also remember that probably 2-3 days back I did spoke that once this line is broken, violated or crossed, then we can expect a further movement. So what happened is that on around 10th November, this line was already violated, this was done, then again, and today we saw that there is a very smart recovery. The reason why it is that whenever a line or whenever a candlestick is broken, it tries to retest. This law of moving averages, that it retests its base and then goes up. So that is what Nifty also follows. It went ahead, it retests, and then again staged a very smart recovery. Let us look at the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty relatively is also very smart now. It's behaving pretty good, but I expect Bank Nifty to have some consolidation here around 50,200 or 50,300 type. Again, the theory remains the same, that buy the dip in case that looks promising to me. I am not going to suggest anything, but that is something which looks promising to me, where I see that an opportunity 57,800 probably can be a very good opportunity for one to enter into Bank Nifty. Why? Because the momentum overall is pretty strong. Now let's look at hourly basis. Hourly basis is also pretty good. I expect that till the time this line is not violated, this line is not taken out, there can be some consolidation here going forward, and when it is taken up, then we can expect that probably all-time high of 58,500, 58,600 is nearby, because we are just 400-500 points away from our all-time high Bank Nifty. So that is what my take is on Nifty and Bank Nifty. Everything seems pretty positive with an opportunity. Somebody, I think that buy at bottom is very good opportunity. That is how it looks at least on the market front, and because those areas are very, very strong support, and it has also opened crossed over its 21 day exponential moving average on hourly basis. Let us look at on daily basis. Yeah, it's very easily, very convincingly it's crossed above. Right now this line, when it's taken out, I expect that market to move further, and in case if it comes down, then there is a very good consolidation at 57,800 100. So that can be a very good opportunity for somebody to think it going long. So, and in case, keep a 200 point of stop loss. Somebody, if he wants to enter, if I be it, then probably 57,800 is a very good entry point. I'll try and keep a stop loss around 57,500, and then probably try and take the ride for rest of the month. Right? Let us look at the open interest data, how it is panned out. Now this is for today. 25,700 standing as a very tall call writer zone, but incidentally that was also violated, and Nifty managed to sneakily close above 25,000, move above 25,700, but it closed, adjusted close was around 25,980 something. Now let us look at the next expiry data. Okay, next expiry data, 26,000 is a towering call writer zone. In fact, 25,800 and is also a very strong call writer zone. Today, if we see that there was abundant put writing here at the bottom, and on upside 25,600 stands as a major resistance there. So on downside, I think 25,600 and 25,500 stands as a very strong support till the time something very adverse doesn't happen, or so external news doesn't comes in, जो कि आपको ये डिसाइड करेगा कि हाँ मार्केट की सेंटिमेंट ख़राब हो रहा है. उसके अलावा मुझे ये लगता है कि 25,000 26,000 एक ऐसा लेवल है जहाँ पे थोड़ा सा निफ्टी को एक स्ट्रगल करना पड़ेगा. अभी फिर भी बहुत प्रिलिमिनरी डेटा है, क्योंकि आज एक्सपायरी थी तो कोई बहुत ज़्यादा डेटा बना नहीं होगा. आई एम प्री एम्प्टिंग दिस मूव. आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू सी एज फार एज व्हाट द ओपन इंटरेस्ट profile is right now. There can be some consolidation tomorrow as well, with a positive bias, of course. Let us look at the other data that we track. Now this. कल हमने क्या देखा था कि कॉल भी बेचा था, पुट भी बेचा था. यहाँ भी कॉल बेचा, पुट बेचा प्रो ने, और यहाँ पे रिटेल ने कॉल को थोड़ा लॉन्ग किया था और पुट को भी थोड़ा सा लॉन्ग किया था. तो ओवरऑल आवर कंक्लूजन वाज दिस इज न्यूट्रल टू पॉजिटिव, दिस इज positive, and this is absolutely positive. This is negative, sorry. आज क्या हुआ? Again I am saying that this data would not hold much meaning. We can only look at net basis. कल हमारे पास 11,000 कॉल शॉर्ट थी, आज 18,000 कॉल लॉन्ग है. कल हमारे पास 2,50,000 के आसपास पुट लॉन्ग थी, आज हमारे पास अराउंड 2,25,000 के आसपास put long. So incrementally there is a decline in put, and overall the position of call has improved, right? ये overall की बात कर रहा हूँ. Yesterday we saw that there was a shorting of call by to the tune of 41,500. Now we see that has streamed to 24,000 approximately. Now not much change in put. On retail front we see again the call has decreased, and put writing has also decreased. So the changes in this stands positive. Yeah, sorry for that. So the changes here, what we see is that retail is relatively, something retail was already lot positive by shorting around 2.5 or 3.6 lakh puts, but then they have recovered some of the puts. So this change is relatively negative. But on the other hand, FIs and call HNIs, their change is relatively positive, right? Because they have reduced their shorting of call and they have reduced their long of put as well. So in net, this is positive, and this is negative. The changes I'm talking about, because we do not have substantial data. So the changes is like this. Now let us come to the future data, and why I'm saying that there can be some consolidation. I'll tell you why. You see, the overall future shorting has increased by FII. DII, not much of a change. HNIs, which was pretty long yesterday, has trimmed their long, so they have booked some profit here, right? Retail, on the other hand, they have increased their long, right? Cash activity, if you look, then there was a minor selling by FIIs today. You see here, around 803 crores, so nothing much, but then yeah, it was. Overall, we see that the Nifty has been shorted, Bank Nifty has been shorted, and most of the index have been shorted, right? As we can look here. Now, what do we infer out of it? Now what we are inferring is that the changes today was largely due to because of the news flow that is floating in the market about the Mr. Trump having a positive impact on all those things. And next is that probably there can be the incumbent government is going to retain the power. That was overall that was written on the various news channels. That okay, so probably these guys are very smart and they sniff anything very very smartly and very very fastly. So there was a move, and that is what is being attributed for the today's move. There was a massive short covering which we saw on the later half of the day. So what I can judge is that probably there can be some chances for somebody to enter at the bottom or enter at lows, probably at the strong support level of Nifty. Before that, let us also talk about the other indices, what they are doing. Now, one thing that I wanted to highlight, and that has got a very positive impact in here. You see, we were talking about INR and dollar here, and we see that there's somewhat of retracement of the move that INR had. Now yesterday we were talking about around 88.7. It is today 88.4. So this is something which is positive for the market, and this does indicate that the sentiment for the market from here on can remain positive for some time, right? Now let us look at the other things that we track. We talk about Dow Jones. Dow Jones is up around 35 points. We also discussed that when this line is taken off, because this is forming a trend connecting the bottoms, when it is taken out, then we can expect some up move, and we saw that the 2 consecutive days of strong move by Dow Jones. Now what do we see here in yield? Okay, yield is somehow in the range. We don't see much of a movement here. Bond yield, there is inflation data probably tomorrow, so we will see how it behaves, because a lot depends upon the kind of inflation data comes in and what Fed governor in his December meet is going to do, whether he's going to cut rate or not. So market will take a very strong cue from that. Now we also look into gold. Gold was a very good call. We said that when this line is taken out, then we can expect some movement, though there is some retracement, but the overall movement of the gold remains positive, and that is what we came to see, that okay, this line was taken out and there was a very good movement in here. So this still remains positive till the time we don't see that falling under this channel again, right? Now we have to talk about the oil. Yes, oil is within the range. It has to break this line for it to make any further movement. We see that playing in the range, so that is fine. So for tomorrow we do expect that Nifty can be positive, but it might give a chance to enter at a better level than what it had today, right? So if we negate this, then probably 25,500, 25,600 is going to be a very 25,550 is going to be a good lucrative levels where somebody can think about getting long in the market, because we see that Nifty has broken this, and this 21-day exponential moving average is 25,590, that is 25,600 levels. Now having said that, if we talk about this candle is largely called about hammer, but hammer becomes more significant once we see that, for example, let us say markets are falling. If we see this hammer here, then it makes more of significance that okay, now the sellers are exhausted and they can be up move. But in the middle of channel, if we see, though it is a very strong indication, it does have a view of consolidation as well. So I do expect that at some level here market can consolidate, that is around 25,750 to 25,550, 600 levels. There can be some consolidation here before we make any further move. That's all from our side from the market, from my side from the market. Thanks for watching, and I request you to kindly click the like button in case you have liked the video, and subscribe the channel. That helps me encourage for any further encouragement. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.